east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital. We've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Set to go is the kicker, Harrison Butker. And off we go from Northwest Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Daniel's going to throw to get us started. Takes one and bends in it. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
First and 10, around to Robinson. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Now Daniels off the play action. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Forced out to his right. That's complete. Here's Brown. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do them through the offseason, you do them through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And that gets out of bounds down inside the 20. It looks to be at about the 17-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body drills. Body drills. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 19. Flush down now to his left. That one's cut on the left sideline. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And they bring him down around the 34. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Pistol now for Mahomes. Has his man, it's Pacheco. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
starts to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And this is down across the 30 before it stopped. Call it 4 yards, and we'll see what they do now from 4th and short in this spot.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
They'll run it with Pacheco. Broke through the tackle, and he'll go down here at the 16. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
Come on now. Was there any doubt who they were going to go to right there? That was always going to be a run play. No problem converting on 4th.
First down from the red zone. He's got him. That's Pacheco. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Looking to throw Mahomes. On the move, hit it right. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one goes for 25 yards, and that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Markers reset, ball at the 37. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3. Offense up to the line fast. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed and someone was there to make a play on it.
Now, what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got it.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense, more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively.
About set for the second quarter. Chiefs football here. They have second down behind the sticks. Trying again following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. They fake the handoff, now Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. He was the rookie from LSU that time on the tackle.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Jonathan Jones makes the play. And he makes the Huffs go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders take a 4-point lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. This return makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out first and 10. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, don't get me wrong, Kate. Every defensive guy, they watch tape in their own ways. But linebackers, well, they're a little bit like quarterbacks. They got to develop that sixth sense by watching that tape so they can diagnose and get home in a hurry like he just did.
Here we go, second and very long. Pacheco hauls it in. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Let's see what they went with on third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take a second quarter lead. Now Harrison Butker for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Chiefs push their lead to 3. Butker on now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Play fake here. Daniels. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
On second and 10 now, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So they're left facing third and long. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's cut near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play, and now they're looking at 4th and 10. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he'll have this fair catch right along the 25. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City. They've got a man in motion. 1st down throw, Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Now he's going deep right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Commanders will go on offense. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back in rhythm. Get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the 1st down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Daniels. He puts some power on a deep one left. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. The Commanders ready for the punt. Chiefs have Xavier Worthy out for the return. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Takes it in at the 26. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10, it's Mahomes. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. He got to secure the pick, before anything else.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Off play action, it's Mahomes. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing fourth down.
So many coaches love third downs and practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these third downs.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they'll get ready to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Daniels. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
And they get him down after a solid gain up to the 31. They get about 4 there, need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete. We've got a fumble pretty close to midfield. And this is picked up by the Chiefs.
Hey, I get it, Kate. Third down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field. But unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free instead of facing 4th down. Even better, that defense is off the field completely.
Mahomes on 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing is Mahomes. Chased out to his right. Now here he goes. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. Can't get it to him. Incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here's Mahomes now. He fires one deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And that is caught. It's a Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Chiefs make it a 10-point ball game. Butker on now to kick this one away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. He'll throw it. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Chiefs do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Gives it to Pacheco to start the drive. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And it's third down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Brought in along the sideline. Just need an official ruling. And they say catch. Great play. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains. No slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down carry for Pacheco. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes a defender. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Caught out left. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Buys time, rolling right. The throw is caught. And now he's going to head out of bounds after a nice gain. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal. Pacheco has the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Butker with the extra point. And the Chiefs take a 3-possession lead. Butker on now to kick this one away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Running left is Robinson. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. Now Daniels off the play action. Oh no, they get him yet again. Chiefs are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down, but even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Running up the middle, Pacheco. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal. Looking to throw Mahomes. Has it in close. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So on 4th down, the Chiefs field goal unit and Harrison Butker headed out. A very short kick here from the right hash. Up and good from Blankenship. And that extends the lead to 20.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
And will take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Reload, check.
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Daniels now. Lays out left side and gets it. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the 1st.
That is all-out effort to make the catch, putting his body on the line, diving for the ball. He earned that reception and some more targets in the immediate future.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Escapes out to the left. That's complete. McLaurin along the sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Robinson on the inside give. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
So here's Robinson. And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a gain down to the 1. Give him 4 on that play. So now they've got 2nd and goal. Going to power with the big tight end. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders get it back to within 2 possessions. Not the position we normally see him lined up in, Brock, but showing that he can be a pretty good H-back, too, by getting that one to the end zone.
Yeah, and I must say, pretty good job by the offensive staff of moving these chess pieces around. That's so critical down in the red zone. Move your pieces around to a favorable position, and you might just get checkmate.
Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Running right is Pacheco. And he reaches the 35 before going out. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. It's Pacheco again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out. And 3rd and short.
He lets a heater go deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's in for the Kansas City touchdown. The Chiefs have likely locked up the win right there. It's a Keenan Allen touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you gotta win right from the jump. And you gotta protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Butker on now to kick this one away. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. He'll elect not to bring this one out, so give him the touchback. We'll start at the 20. 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing now from the gun. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. New set of downs for him at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Daniels on 1st down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it sets up 2nd down. Again, Daniels to the air. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They strike for 23 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Working inside the red zone. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. He'll throw it yet again. He's on the move. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
19 tight. 19 tight. You can do it, offense. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Warriors 70. Get out of here with a win, in the pocket. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. First down, Phillips. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Check up.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Chiefs will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you have to finish with points.
And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4. Right back to Pacheco. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to push one deep down the right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field. Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Chiefs nearing their first win of the season. And for the Commanders, a 5th defensive back out there. They're going nickel on 3rd down. Now we'll try one deep down the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. It began at the 30 and has now jumped to 1st and 10 all the way down inside the red zone. And he's brought down for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, you'll be put a closer eye on plays like that one.
And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line.
You know what I love about this? Never showing panic. When he leaves the pocket, look at his eyes. They continue to search downfield. They're never looking at the rush. They're finding the open man downfield before running out of real estate.
He's got it. Touchdown, Kansas City. Butker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chiefs grow their lead yet again.
Commanders 14.
Butker on now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Returns looking good so far. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And they pick him off again. Kobe Durant has it. And the Chiefs take possession of the football.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. I want to make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion. I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.